Hi everyone, this is a short hello from me as a response to the We the Rural Unconference series of videos, which I've enjoyed watching. My name's Dave Pritchard, and Menelaus invited me to do this as somebody who's outside the university but collaborating with its arts and rural research interests from time to time. So I'll say a bit about what I do and then flag a few of the subject areas I'm interested in that might intersect with your own. I work as an independent consultant in environment, culture, heritage and the arts, which is quite a mashup of disciplines. And I'm sure I'm the only person who's ever been employed simultaneously by the Arts Council and the UN Environment Programme. It's exactly that crossover that appeals. So in the UK, I chair the Arts and Environment Network, and at global level, I chair the culture network of the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. I've been both a scientist and an artist, but I'm mainly now a policy and governance person. I've been a non-exec director on the board of a whole variety of statutory and voluntary organisations in both the environment sector and the arts sector, some of them national or global, and some locally here in the Northeast. I publish a bit as well, and I can send people links to things if they're interested. Although I'm not in the university, I have got a few academic involvements. So I'm a senior research fellow at Charles Sturt University in Australia, a visiting lecturer at Durham University, and I've collaborated on various projects in about half a dozen others. In terms of research then, I've mainly been involved at the level of steering groups or advisory committees for things like individual AHRC projects, or as a project reviewer for funders like the EU and UNESCO UK, and doing post-project evaluations of other people's work. But also, and particularly relating to the rural, I've had a long-standing interest in overviews and knowledge sharing between rural arts organisations all around the UK, and promoting the role of artists in conservation organisations and in placemaking initiatives like landscape partnerships, not for instrumental purposes of interpretation or decorative public art, but for socio-ecologically engaged practices that reframe our understandings, deepen the meanings, and help to cultivate more sustainable rural futures. For a while, I was an arts advisor to the Forestry Commission, which led to them employing 2 arts development officers. And as part of the same wave, things like the National Trusts programme grew up, which in turn was a key enabler of the Mackey project that's been mentioned in some of the other videos. So I'm keen on any potential for future research to look at more of that overview and lesson learning picture, but also anything on maybe 2 particular strands of the place of art in the rural. The first is to do with society being smarter about the cultural expression of environmental values, intangible heritage, landscape aesthetics, spatial mapping of cultural ecosystem services, the way that the objectivities of environmental science are actually shaped by the subjectivities of linguistics and visual conventions. And so getting a better handle on what really determines things like limits to tolerance of change and other factors to do with resilience. And the second is about the actual and potential added value role of the arts and artists in all the related policy and governance and institutions and management frameworks. There's actually a lot of leadership on these things coming from the UK these days, and some brilliant pioneering examples here in the north of England. So I'm really pleased to see the launch of your new research cluster in Newcastle. I send greetings to all friends at NICAP and CRE and everybody else involved, and I look forward to all the excitements and adventures ahead. So that's it. Thanks, and see you soon.